Okay, today we are discussing about a data model, the two how we can create the objects and fields. Okay, here in Salesforce, in other technologies, we have tables. In SQL, Oracle, we are calling as a tables. Here we are calling as a objects. Like objects, we are calling. Here, how we can create the object. See one thing in other database related any like we have MySQL, SQL, Oracle. We have to go with any other database technologies. In case we have to create any table, like there is a process we have, like using commands, like we have to create a tables. But here, in user friendly, we are creating the tables. How we can do creating the table? First, we have to go with login.salesforce.com. Yaksha37@it.com. Here we have two types of objects is there, standard objects and custom objects. In Salesforce, we have two types of objects, standard objects and custom objects. See here, the standard objects means predefinedly Salesforce.com providing related to the some applications providing. Already in demo I explained about this. This software as a service, like they're providing applications, sales related and service related. 60% application is provided by Salesforce.com only. That application related, we have objects, means tables are available in Salesforce.com. So those objects, those tables means those objects we are calling as a standard objects. In case, based on the client requirement, or we have to create any custom object, any objects we are creating, we are calling as a custom objects, those things. See here, these are the standard objects. Like go to the object manager. One thing, when I'm explaining the class, one thing is terminology, important, and second thing is navigation. Where my cursor is moving, you people follow that. See here, there is a after setup home is there. Home beside we have object manager is there. Once we have to select the setup, then only we have to see this object manager. Object manager. Click on that object manager. Here, see, these all are standard objects. Based on the business process, these all are standard objects. Okay, these all are standard objects related to sales application, service application. We have multiple objects we are creating already. So Salesforce.com providing. In case we have to go to this standard object, and there that object related, these all are, we need to know and learn these all things. Okay, what are the things like there is a fields. Fields means columns is there now. Yeah, fields here. These all are standard objects related fields. Okay, standard objects related fields. In case if excuse me, in case we have to create any custom objects, how we can create? Here, quick find means that object name. You only knowing about the object name, a few letters or few things. One sentence only like that. Simply asset only is there. Like with ASS start, we have to search that object with using this. And there is a schema builder. I will explain after this objects. What is the schema builder? And we have to see multiple objects. What is the relationship? We can easily seeing this that objects relationship everything in schema builder. Now I'm creating a object. Here two options is there. One is custom object for a spreadsheet. This is the recent releases, almost 3 or 4 releases back. They're introduced 4 or 5 releases back. Spreadsheet means in case we have to add the object name and what are the fields, what is the data types we are adding into the Excel or CSV file. We have to upload automatically. The object and fields will be created using documentation. Means document or attachment we have to do. Coming to the custom object. Here I'm creating one new custom object means table. See, I'm creating a recruiting app. I'm adding one candidate object, candidate's plural name, and this object API name. Once I save this object, how we can see this API name. Okay, and here we have under record name and label and format. And here we have optional features. We have to create any reports. This object is available or not. Activities available. Activities means like task and events related things. We are calling as activities. We have to enable that. Track field history. Allowing charter groups enable licensing. Like these are the features. And object classification. Allow sharing bulk API accesses. Allow streaming API accesses. These are the integration related things, these two things. And first means we have to share this object records to any other users. Like we have to select this allow sharing also. This is development status or deployed. Like we have to check with these things. Allow search. Allow search means global search is there now. There we have to search or not. We have to enable these things. And this is new feature in Salesforce. We are creating the tabs now. Object creation options available only when custom object is first created. Add nodes and attachments related to list, default page layout, or launch new custom tab. I required custom tab also. Custom tab means here home object means beside we have see here that custom tab also if we require we have to add this option. This is we have to see this attachments on this object related to this object means we are creating any data in this object that data related attachments also we have to see or not. Like these all things while creating the object we have to see and then save the this is tab related things. Directly we can go to the tab or from object also we can create the tab. That is candidate. Under tab style you have to select. See here, you have to select tab style and then click on next. And we have to provide access to all users and all apps also. Now creating the app and object also. See here object information. What is the API name? Candidate __ C. See one thing in case you are creating any custom object, you have to see this __ C. The normal object name is this candidate only label, but API name this. In programmatically, we have to write anything. We are using this name only, API name only. We are using candidate __ C. And here, once we are creating any object, By default, 4 fields is we can able to see 4 fields. What are the fields? Name field, any object, any custom object you are creating, we have to see this candidate name field, that object related name field we can see, and then created by, last modified by, and owner. These two things we can able to candidate name created by, last modified by, owner. These two fields are audit fields. Audit fields means when the record is created, when the record is last modified, like these all things, and who is the owner, of that record, and candidate name. These all things we have to get these 4 fields. These 4 fields we are getting. And in case any custom fields required, we have to create, go to these fields and relationships, and here we have new option is there, new field. Create any new field. See here, these are the Salesforce support data types, field types. What are the field types we have available? The field data types. See here, auto number is there, formula. This is disabled roll-up summary. When it is enabled, we can discuss after. Lookup relationship, master detail, relationship, external lookup. We have to discuss these things only. It will take 2 or 3 days time. Okay, we can discuss these things. Check boxes, currency, date time, email, good geolocation, number, percentage, phone number. Pick list means multiple values. We have to select any one of the value. In multiple values, we have to select multiple. Like we have to go with pick list, multi-select. Text means string. We're entering name, anything. Text area means addresses, anything. Text area long, like more characters in case we have to add 1 lakh above. Description or any paragraphs, like we have to text area long. Text area rich means in case we have to add the content, and we can add the logos, images, like anything, we can go with text area rich. Text encrypted, in case we have to hide the data, whatever data we are adding, like text encrypted, like normally passwords, like we are using this text encrypted. And the time also is there. Initially, this time data type is not available, but nowadays this time data type is time also available. Initially, date is available. After the date time they are providing. Now time also we have. Then we have URL is there. URL also one data type. For example, once you have to go with candidate in application, recruiting application is there. We are creating one candidate. Okay, I'm a recruiter. I'm creating one candidate information. One candidate information. What are the fields required? What are the fields required? By default, we are getting candidate name field. Okay, name is there. But apart from name, what are the fields required? I'm saying about phone field is there. There is a phone data type. Phone data type. And click on next. And here we are adding mobile. I'm adding. And description, help text. Description means as the administrator, developer, we are creating any fields. What is the use of this field? We are adding this description and coming to the help text, like end users, whoever creating the data or record in this object. In case they don't know why this field is, why we are filling this field, for that we are providing help text. And the field is mandatory or not, we have to check this required or not. Required field, that is required or not. And auto add to custom report type. Add this field is existing custom report type that contain this. This is report related things. We can discuss more on reports. Why? In case we have to add any default value to this field, like we can add. Let's show formula editor. Formula we can add. Default value purpose. Okay, most of the cases we are not adding any default value to the fields. Okay. Next, click on next. And here, if people see the profiles, what are the profiles we have? System administrator, these all profiles is there now. Which profile user having the access on this field? We are providing the details. We can discuss more on in security part on this. And then we have layout. What is the layout? On which layout we have to add this field. Save a new. I'm creating one new field, that is mobile. Next, email field is there. Email, I'm adding. Click next. There is a email we have. Here see extra we have required is there. You have to see, but here extra unique and external ID. Don't allow duplicate values. So in case we have to stop the duplicate emails, like unique key is there, external ID is there. External ID means in case we are interacting with any external system. External system means our system is Salesforce, but in project we are working on different project using different technologies, different systems like Salesforce, Pega, SAP, Python, different system they are using. So in case we have to require external ID, set this field as a unique record identifier from an external system. For an external system, this is a unique identifier. If we require, we have to check the remaining things. If people know about this default value, how we can add. Then same thing here, assign and save and new. And now I'm adding one more field is proof. There is a proof. I'm adding pick list. That candidate proof. What is the proof having candidate? Field label. There is a proof is there, and I'm adding global pick list values. Global pick list means we have to add in the values in global pick list. We have to use this in entire arg. Like in entire arg, we have to use any values required. We have to using the global pick. But now I'm adding enter values for related to this field when each value separated by a new line. PAN card, Aadhaar card, voter ID, passport, driving license. Okay, these details I'm adding. Proof that field name, description, help test required or not. Like these all things I'm adding, and click on next. Save and new. And one more thing is date field I am adding, or date time. Date time means both we can cover. Date and time fields also. See here. Interview schedule date I'm adding. Save and new. And few more things like that is active user or not. Active candidate or not. I'm adding active candidate or not. Save and new. And expected salary. Salary means there is a currency field is there. We have to use that currency. Expected CTC. See here decimals and length. This both combination 18 required. Here I am adding decimal values to, here we can go with 16 or below, that is fine. But we have combination is 18 only, maximum. Then click on next and save. This is currency related thing. And we have to text field. Text means there is any profile summary. How many characters we have to add? 255. Text area is, we have to go with the text area. I'm adding profile summary. Profile summary, I'm adding. See, click on next. This is the way we are creating the fields. Okay. Any other fields we have to add, can add the data type. And I'm adding URL also. LinkedIn URL. I'm adding one more field. See here, save. Yeah, now I'm creating these all fields. What are the fields required? We are creating all the fields. Now we are inserting a record. Candidate information. How we can do? Go to setup, and here we are searching with recruiting app. You people know anything about this recruiting app? And here candidates is there. See, go to the candidate, and here we have new candidate is there. These all things are whatever actions I'm doing currently. Salesforce.com predefinedly providing these all things. Just we have to create objects under that information. See here, I'm adding John, and mobile is some mobile number we are adding. Okay. Mobile number, email, John at xyz.com. Proof, what are the proofs we have? We submitted Aadhaar card. And the date, interview schedule date is like coming days. I'm adding 3rd of October. Time is 11:30 a.m. Is an active candidate or not? Active. And expected CTC, I'm adding 20 lakhs. Profile summary, 5+ years experience. Yeah, 5+ years experience in Salesforce. Linked URL that okay, just I'm adding these things. I'm saving this record. This is detail page. We are calling as a details. Once I save the record, we have to redirect it to detail page. See here that information. In case we have to add particular record, can add, edit this thing, then save. This owner is who is creating the record. That owner automatically populated here. Okay, we don't require. And once save the record, we have to see these two things also. Created by and last modified by. When I created, who is created the which user created, and what is the date and the time, and when it is modified, like what is the date and the time. These two things we have to see here. This is the way we are creating the record. You people know about now what is the objects, and then fields. In fields also, we have different data types. Different data types we have available, like and that too few data types directly whatever I'm using now. Those are all data types. See here, new field I'm creating. See here, if people know about now checkbox. Checkbox means check or uncheck related things in case we have any boolean related. Currency means that amount fields or salaries like in case if anything we have to use this currency field. Date field means date of birth, like this type of things we have to go with the date. Date time means date and time also required. We have to go with date time. There is an interview schedule, like this type of things. Emails means you people know about. Geolocation. Geolocation means we have to add this longitude and latitude details on this geolocation. We are using number means in case we have to do any integer values we are adding, we have to go with this number. Age, candidate age, like that we have to use. Percentage, we have to add this any percentage related information. We have to go with this percentage data type. And phone number, in case we have, there is a formats now. If you require phone number, like this is the data type we have to use. And pick list, already we are adding Aadhaar card, PAN card, like proof related. And pick list multi-select means we have two boxes we are getting. One box to another box, we have to move multiple values at a time. We have to go with multi-select pick list values.
Excuse me. Can you please explain about the global pick list?
Geolocation or global multi-select? You're asking
Hello?
about? Yes,
No,
yes.
no.
Are you asking about?
Global pick list.
Yeah, global pick list means multiple values. We have to assign in case multiple values. We can go with this global pick list. Go to the setup, and here we have to search with not actions. Go to that field, whatever field we have to go with. Yeah, already we created one field is there, or we can go with any new field. Pick list, we have to go to the pick list field. See here, in case we have to go with use a global pick list value set. I'm adding one more field pick list, that is status. What is the status of candidate? Okay, most of the times we have status related. Most of the fields we have use global text to the programs to become has to be selected. There is a pick list settings we have now. Search with pick list. Yeah, there is a pick list value sets is there now. go to this pick list value sets. Here we have to add the global value sets. I'm adding status. What are the values we have required? We have to add the values. New, in progress, arrow, in progress, completed. Like I'm adding, this is the way display values alphabetically or use first value as default value. We have to save this pick list. This is global value set. In case we have to create any field, here we have to refresh the fields and then select pick list. This is the way we have to select the global pick list. Yeah, are you getting?
Yes, got it. And one more thing, if I want to create a new object, new
Mhm.
custom object, so in that I want to create a custom field name as my name, Vinay, and I
Mhm.
want to create like email, phone number, address, and all.
Mhm.
So in these three fields, I want to keep phone number and email address is an mandatory, and address is like optional.
Mhm.
So how to
Okay.
create this in this case?
Yeah, you have to go with required is there now.
Required means you have to select. It will be considered as total fields will be mandatory, right? Or is there
Yeah,
any selected fields to
yes,
be
we have
mandatory?
to. Yeah, I can explain those things. First, I'm explaining the data types only. Now, we have
Acha,
layouts
okay.
is there in the section wise when we have to show, when we have to hide the things. Okay,
Mhm.
based
Okay,
on the
okay.
values. We can discuss more on next classes. Okay. So
Sure,
first,
sure.
I'm explaining the relationships. Okay. Now go to the relationship. Okay. Yeah, these are the pick list and pick list should text also. Text is there. No? Text means normal, like we have to do. And text area means like we have to go with 255 characters. Means we have to adding the address like we have to. This is normally we have to see the field. Text area means we have to 3-4 lines or 5 lines. Address format is there definitely we have like that address format related in case if you require. Text area long means in case we have to add any content as a paragraphs, 2 or 3 paragraphs like that. The limit is also how many? 1,31,072 characters we can add. And text area related and text we have 255 only up to. And our text area reach is there now. We have to add this same number of characters, but we have to add the images, links, logos, these all things we can do. And the text encrypted means like a combination of letters and numbers and store them in encrypted form. Like we can show the dots or stars like that. If we require, we have to hide the things. We have to go with this mask type. Mask all characters, last four, credit card number, national insurance number, social security number, social, mask all characters if we required. Yeah, what is the symbols we have available like here? Yeah, this is the way. These two symbols are available. We can mask the whatever data we are entering. In banking, you have to see that last four digits only. We have to see the credit card. Last four numbers remaining masked with like this is the way. See, if we require anything encryption related, we have to go with. These are the normal data types. I'm saying about it now. Now I'm explaining about auto number. Auto number is there now. In case we have how many candidates we are processing, we don't know exactly. Most of the cases in billing or candidate number I'm adding. Okay, candidate. What is the format? Here we are adding the format. This is the format I am adding. Starting number, I'm adding 0001. Okay. Then save. We are not adding value anything. This auto number automatically generating the while creating the candidate. Increase that. Save and new. This is auto number thing. And then these are the data types. Okay. This is new data types. New data type. People don't know about in other technologies also. Auto number 1 and formula also. We can discuss in next class formula. On what about relationships? You people, anyone knowing about this? In SQL or Oracle, few people, anyone knows? All of there we have joins is there. Inner join, outer join, left outer join, right outer join, like joins. Here we are calling as a relationships. And one to many, many to many, how we can do. Before that, let's see, I'm adding mobile number, I'm adding, and the email, proof, I'm adding Aadhaar card, active, I'm not adding any dates, and save. Candidate number 001. Now available. In case we have to go with new candidate, the candidate name, I'm adding Ram. Just I'm not entering any values. I'm saving the record for this 002. Like this is the way we can get the values for auto number. Okay. Now we have to discuss about the relationships. Relationship. What are the relationships available? Okay. These are the fields like standard fields is there and custom fields is there. In interview, sometimes what are the defaults fields we are getting once we are creating any object? Like what are the things like name field, owner field, and created by, last modified by. These 4 fields by default, once we are creating any object, these 4 fields are available. In case if you require any custom fields, you have to create custom fields. Here also, in custom fields also, we have to see any custom field. The field name is there now. This is API name. For object, how we can call this underscore C. Similar way, here also we have to add this underscore C. Any spaces we are adding, this is candidate number is there. Candidate underscore number underscore C. This is double underscore. Okay, this is double underscore. This is the way we have to see this. For standard objects, there is nothing is there. Standard objects only. For custom object only, we are getting underscore C. And in programming, we are using these names only, the field names, not labels. In UI, we have to see these field labels, but in backend, in programming, we are using these field names, API names. We are calling as a API names. And one more thing is controlling field and dependent fields and indexed fields. By default, name field is indexed field. In case owner is indexed fields, like we have to go with any field indexed directly, we can't go with indexed fields. There is a thing, this controlling and dependent indexed and filters is there in lookup. We have to discuss after sometimes few concepts. Once you know, then only you people understanding the things. Now, I am explaining about the relationships. How we can create the relationship? What are the relationships available in Salesforce? You people knowing about the data types, fields, and now relationships. Here we have one to many relationship, one to many, and many to many. There is a hierarchical relationship. And one more thing is external lookup. There is a self relationship under here only we are getting. See here, one more thing. Here, one to many also we have two types. One is lookup. Another one is master detail. Master detail. Okay. First we have one to many relationship. One to many relationship means here we have, I'm creating one more objects. Before that, I'm explaining how we are creating the relationship. Here we have, there is a two objects. One is a recruiter, another one is candidate. Another one is candidate. Here I'm adding one recruiter details. Here I'm adding one recruiter details. First recruiter, second recruiter, third recruiter, fourth recruiter. This is the way we have to do. And here also one more thing. Here we have multiple candidates I'm adding. Candidate 1, candidate 2, candidate 3, candidate 4, candidate 5, like that. Assume these things I'm saying about. Here, one recruiter, this is the recruiter. This recruiter handle multiple candidates, like how this is the, for example, he's the Salesforce recruiter. He's handling Salesforce candidates. The second recruiter is there. He is handling different candidates. Okay, he's handling different candidates. Means that is a Java candidates. For example, I'm saying about. And one more recruiter is there. He is handling some other technology, or he's also handling the Java people only. But like this is the way, one to many. One recruiter having related to multiple candidates. One recruiter having multiple candidates. Like this is the way, in case if we require, we have to go with lookup or master detail relationship. This is one to many. This is the parent object. This is child object. We are calling as a parent object, this one. Parent, the two. What is here? We are adding as a recruiter. Okay. Here, I'm saying about child. The object name is candidate. Means one recruiter having multiple candidates. Like this is the way we are creating one to many relationships. How we can create in Salesforce these things. There is two types of relationships. One is lookup and master detail. Why they're giving this lookup and master detail? What are the uses when we have to go with lookup and when we have to go with master detail? The limitation wise also we have difference. In lookup, up to 40 fields we can create in objects. How many relationship fields we can create? 40. In master detail, there is a limitation is there. 2 master detail relationship fields we can create in object. And one more thing is cascade deletion. There is a master record. For example, we have this is a master. Parent is the master record. Recruiter is the master. Child is the candidate. Between this recruiter and candidate, we have master detail relationship. In case I am deleting this recruiter, I am deleting this recruiter. What are the related records? We have this third one, fourth one, and fifth one. These three are related to this recruiter, particular recruiter. So the recruiter name, is Jessica is there. And here, these three people, whoever candidates is there. Can 1, I'm adding can 2, and one more thing is can 3. These three candidates is there related to Jessica. Once we are deleting this Jessica, whatever records related child records automatically deleted. This is nothing but a cascade deletion. Cascade deletion. Cascade deletion happening. But this is not okay. This is not happening in lookup relationship, only on master detail. And one more thing is control by parent is there. Control by parent. Control by parent. In security concept, we have to discuss these things. In case you have read and edit access, you are the user, you are creating the recruiter, you have access on this record, read and edit access. Whatever this Jessica recruiter is there now, this is the record. You have to this record related, what are the child records? We have to get the access, whatever access on recruiter record, recruiter object, same on that related childs also. Like read write means here also we are getting read write access. Only whatever accesses, that sharing settings means I'm saying about, I will explain in security very clearly this thing. First, you have to understanding what is the access on this record on login user, what are the related records of same access on recruiter, what is the access on recruiter, same access on these candidates also. Okay, that is controlled by parent only. And we have to create roll-up summary fields. Roll-up summary fields. Roll-up summary fields we can create. See here, roll-up summary means childs. For example, if you required any this Jessica related, how many childs we have? 3 childs. Required this number on this parent, or in case any salary, expected salary is there now. Jessica processing these 3 candidates, but what is the expected salary on these 3 candidates? For example, 20 lakhs, 15 lakhs, and 10 lakhs is there. 10, 20, 30, 15, 45 lakhs. We have to add the total expected salary on these 3 candidates. In case we have to display on Jessica record, we have to add this 45 lakhs salary. We are adding there total salary. That is a roll-up summary fields where we have to create a roll-up summary in parent object. I'm saying about in master detail. In master object, we are creating the roll-up summary fields. Lookup, we can't. Okay, we have to go with this roll-up summaries, maximum value and this minimum value count, or summarizing the things, sum, any sum we have to display. On parent or master, we have to go with master detail relationship one. Okay, see here, that's why the field is disabled every time. The field is disabled every time, the roll-up summary field. See here, once we have to create a master detail relationship between the objects, then we have to see this on master object, this is enabled, otherwise this is disabled. Okay, we can discuss in next class more on this. Now go to these differences. These are the differences, main differences in master detail and lookup. The two, these things are not available. These features are not available in lookup, but we have to create 40 fields. In case we have to do these things in lookup also means different ways is there. Directly we can't go with this. In programmatically, some automation processes we have. Using those things we can achieve. In lookup, in case we have lookup relationship between the objects, we can do different ways. We can achieve these features: cascade deletion, control by parent, and roll-up summaries. These all things. But in master detail relationship, Salesforce.com only providing this cascade deletion, control by parent, and roll-up summaries. These all things. How we can create the relationship between the objects? First, we have candidate is available now. I'm creating one more object, that is recruiter. There is no object, recruiter, and go to create and custom object. Recruiter. See if you require tab, go to this last option, launch tab also. I'm doing. Go back. Now to the object manager, recruiter is available or not. Recruiter is available, but we are not. We need to create a tab also for this. See how we can create. Go to setup and here search with tabs. There is a tab is there. See here only candidate only available. I'm creating a new tab. Recruiter. Click on next. Then save the tab. See now go to UI and refresh. Now recruiter is available and candidate is available. Candidate and recruiters. See here, go to the object manager and go to the which one is the while creating the data model, we have to once business people or client side people providing the requirements or documentation, you have to create any data model. Which one is the parent and which one is the child? We have to decide. Here we have to decide recruiter is the parent and candidate is the child. So we have to go to the candidate object, and here I am creating the relationship. In child object, we are creating the relationship. Which one is child? We have to decide. Like go through the child object, and there we are creating a relationship field. Lookup is there. Click on next. And here we are selecting the recruiter. There is a recruiter is there. Click on next. And that recruiter only, I'm adding the name. See here, few things. The child relationship name. In case we are changing the relationship name, we can do here. Other things you people know about. What do if the lookup record is deleted? Clear the value of this field. You can't choose this option if you make this field required. So in case delete this parent record, this parent record is deleted, clear that value or not. We have to check these things. Don't allow deletion of the lookup record. That's part of the lookup relationship. Already we have to use on child's on parent. Don't delete that. Like in case we have to show the message, we have to select the second radio button and order the custom report types. These things. This is lookup filters. Which parent records we have to see? Which parent records we have to see? Whenever choosing the parent value, that filters we are adding here. Click on next. Click on next. Layout. And finally, the save the. Now, go to UI. See here, I'm creating on recruiter. And test recruiter I'm creating. Save on new. Linen. I'm adding. Save on new. And one more I'm adding. Save this recruiters. 3 recruiters I created. And go to the candidates. See here, I'm creating a new candidate. The field is available or not. You have to see. The field is available or not. Go to the new candidate. Recruiter is available. We have to choose Sita, Lenin, and one more recruiter we have. Okay, one more recruiter we have. This recruiters. Sita, Lenin test. I'm adding Lenin and I'm adding candidate name. I'm adding both mobile number. So I'm adding mobile number and other card proof. I'm adding email. Okay. See here, this is active and expected salary 20 lakhs. Yeah, and save on new. Okay, save one. And I'm adding one more thing. Again, I'm selecting the same recruiter. Then in only, just I'm adding name. Test. 767 like that I'm adding. See here, 2 candidates created with Lenin only. Go to the recruiter and open this record Lenin and see here the details. Name only we have, the remaining standard fields. And related fields are, we have 2 related. One is Borse and test 6767 is there. These 2 candidates related to this recruiter, Lenin recruiter. We have to discuss more on this. Now we have to, how we can create the lookup relationship. That relationship field we are adding into this child object, and then we have to, on UI, we have to test that once we are creating any recruiter, we can add multiple candidates to that recruiter. We have to see. We can discuss more on tomorrow on this lookup and the master detail. We can discuss more things tomorrow. Once we have to create and test, then I will start this whatever relationship apart from this, like many to many, and tomorrow I will complete these relationships. Okay. If you people having any doubts on this, please ask now. There is no doubts. Yeah, we'll wind up this class now. Yeah, we can connect tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.